Okay, Saturday morning in the kingdom, and it is extreme cold warning here at the end of the world. We woke up this morning to minus 36 Celsius, but feels like minus 46. That's lies, because the sun is coming up now, so it's probably 40 below Fahrenheit. And Celsius, yes, it's cold. All right. So on the yo-yo scale, minus 33 Fahrenheit, but feels like minus 51. Ooh, that's cold. All right, now let's back up to see how the me phone's liking it. All right, it's clear, it's cold. Now I can see the paper. Also, too, Amazon has my 10th book of my Winter Road series. Where is the money? That's the last year we did Winter Roads, and we still haven't got paid. Yes, it was pointless. 98% of the invoices never got paid, so why even bother? So that's why I became retired and a YouTube influencer, standing here holding a stick for the last 3 years. Yes, it's a good job. It's an easy job, and it's an honest living, I think. All right, so that book is free from January 4th to the 8th, 2025. All right, let's see if we can back up. The me phone should be warm enough. It was amazing how well these buildings held the heat, because this is our first winter with the whole shack extension. All right, it's clear. It's cold out here. Look at the sun in the south. All right, let's scroll a bit more before the me phone censors us. It's cold, it's crisp and everything, but this is our first year with the extension and the wood stove in there, and it's working out well. The dogs are pleased because they're nice and warm over in the loader shack. All right, let's see if we can walk over here. Ooh. All right. There. The standard procedure. It's cold and your extension cord's on Viagra. The only problem is when it's this cold and you try to move it, it breaks, so you have to use the tape. Yes, so we'll just leave it down there. All right, so we got the wood stove over here in the shop going. We'll do a video on that because I'm very pleased. Yes, very pleased. All right, I better get the me phone back in before it censors me, because it's freaking cold out here. We might have to day drink today to stay warm. Oh my, here comes the boss, even on a Saturday. Okay, quick recap on the shop here. We're at the front of the shop. There was a wood stove right here for a long time, and then when we extended the shop, oh, that's where the chimney went. It went straight up, so we actually had a good burn. All right, so there's the furnace. It keeps the shop warm at a base temperature of 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and I can tell and watch what's going on. So there's a camera there. I watch it in the house, and that's a thermometer hanging. So if that thing's swinging back and forth like a pendulum, that means the electric furnace is blowing. So all right, so we get up and have a pee numerous times throughout the night. I sleep like a newborn baby. Yes, get up, have a pee, and have a nap, and have something to drink. Yes, too bad I wasn't still breastfed. All right, so over here, when we did the new shop extension, we had these curtains, okay? So we hang these tarps up here as curtains. We close them at night to keep the coldness or whatever in the the new extension, because we know the furnace can heat the old part of the shop. So basically the old shop is the white walls or whatever. So over here, we're very pleased. So this morning I came out, the furnace wasn't running, and I'd watched it when I was doing my morning comments and everything like that, and the thermostat wasn't blowing back and forth. So I opened the curtains, and the cold air comes from this part over. All right, and the reason why it's cold, we're sitting on steel beams, okay, there's no insulation there, and it's basically, I don't know, how would you say, it's not the best design. We built it with no money. So I came out here within 30 minutes, okay, the shop will cool down when you open the curtains, and the furnace cuts in. So within 30 minutes, I had this wood stove up and going, and warm. Like, it's warm in here. I don't know if you can feel that, Les Nessman. And I've officially turned it down. The door's closed and the damper is, how would you say, halfway off or whatever. So that's slowing the burn. We have a nice burn. Yes. So very pleased. It's not like a 2-hour struggle with the other furnace or the wood stoves, the double barrel or the angled chimney. And also too, with it being so cold, we've seen how we are skill saw loggers. We can only cut through these big trees. Yes, the rare big trees. So I was able to get a little bit of cut in it, and then with it being cold, I used the chisels and the hammer, and we split them open. Yeah, so now I just have to take the skill saw and cut right there. Using the Sawzall blade, we found that there's not enough, how would you say, meat or material being moved, so it was pinching the blade. But then again, we're using metal blades for cutting wood. So yesterday, the little credit card, the pay-as-you-go credit card was good enough. I went online to Princess Auto and I ordered the pruning sawzall blades. Okay, we had good luck with those because a Kingdom follower, YouTube subscriber, had gifted us some, and hopefully we can cut these big trees. But we might have 4 or 5 of these a year. Yes, very rare. All right, can you feel the heat there, Les Nesman? We're very pleased. We're all smiles today. So now we can go have our morning coffee. We won't walk the dogs. We'll let them walk around the yard here so they can have a poop and a pee and then back in, because we don't want them getting chilled. So then we can have some victory drinks with our morning coffee. All right, very pleased, very pleased. Okay, it's 9:45. That's old school lingo, so those new generation people, that's 9:45. So it took me an hour to get everything up and running. We didn't walk the dogs, we just let them run around in here. And then when they started lifting their feet up, it means they were cold. But these ones are smart. They'll go back into their little doggy pen because they know it's nice and warm in that loader shed. All right, so we got some nice wood stove smoke coming straight up, which we want. And look at the shadows. Look at how long the shadows are. Can we see that? That's me. All right, there's me moving. All right, let's scroll around real quick. All right, it's going to get bright. I didn't untangle the flags, but then again, I got fired from that job. All right, so now that we're looking directly at the sun, that might be a little bright for you guys, but there's no sundogs over here. All right, so that means the weather's going to break. If there were sundogs on each side, long and straight and clear, that means it's going to stay cold. So I think the weather's going to break here, so it gives us 1 day of cold and then it'll warm up. All right, let's go to the house and have some victory drinks. Okay, in the house there was a quick walk, and we have the camera set up so we can watch the chimneys. Yes, there's the shop chimney right there, and there's the shop chimney again, and the low hoe shack over here. So if we can see how the smoke is coming out of the chimney and the colorness and the way it's acting, we know what the stoves are doing. Yes, so that's very simple. Okay, the lucky winner of the draw for the winter front right here, it was that Sir Rodney and Paul the shipper did, was Carmen. Yes, when I hear the word Carmen, the first thing I think of is Joan Jett and the Blackheart singing that AC/DC song, because Carmen Electric was in that video. Oh my. Okay, lunchtime in the Kingdom, and I had an extra long coffee break there with some beverage because I had to let the stove die down. Yes, cold day of the year, I let it die down so I could work over here. Seeing how we have all this exposed wood, I learned a long time ago, anything with a crack can get a spark in it. Yes, we learned. So I put some aluminum sheet metal or flashing over top. Of course, nothing's cut straight, but nothing works or anything like that. But down at the bottom here, I'll put my block sheet here, my fire guard, because that sheet there, and then as I use the sheet, I'll make sure it gets small enough to protect in here, okay? Because we know that these stoves will backfire or backflash back, and being a man, that's the best way to trim your nose hairs, is when you're farting around with that door, you open the door and it does a flashback, and it trims up your nose hairs just perfectly. Yes, that's the joys of getting old, you have nose hairs. Okay, it's exactly 12 noon in the Kingdom on a Saturday in January 4th, and I'm facing exactly south, so we're recording the south, and the sun is just behind the trees right here. Yes, I'll move over a bit, it could be a little bright. All right, so that tells you that the sun does not rise very high in the sky. Yes, it rises in the south, sets in the south. All right, let's go have some lunch with some beverage.
Saturday morning in WHO-ville, it's just after 10 a.m. and as you can see, the sun is shining, but it is cold out here. We are still in an extreme cold warning, so let's head inside, see if the dogs want to go out and make breakfast, and at 1 p.m. I'll head up and do some shopping and go over to the Kingdom. 12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch. The sun is shining, but it is still pretty cold out here. I was going to go shopping this morning, but it was way too cold, so I'll head up at 1 and do some shopping. We're not doing anything in the Kingdom today other than wood, so let's head inside. I'm just going to have leftovers from last night. Almost 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's minus 35 degrees Celsius, which is minus 31 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. It is pretty cold out there, so now I'll get the skidoo out, let it warm up for a while, and head up and do some shopping, then go over to the Kingdom. Almost 1:30 and I just finished shopping. For the 2 bags, it was $100 at the one store, and then the box has $50 in that from the other store. They didn't have milk at the main place, so I had to go over to the other one and get a small jug of milk just so my dad can make it until Wednesday. Now let's head inside and put the groceries away. Just got all the groceries put away, now I'll head down to the shop. My dad's going to get the mini out quickly and bring some rail ties over to the table so we can cut up some firewood. After that's done, I'll grab the tubs and go in behind the long trailer and fill those up. It is cold out here, so we're not doing anything today. Just got the mini out. Now my dad will quickly run over and grab some ties and put them on the table. It is cold out here, so we have to keep the mini moving so it doesn't freeze up. Before he puts the rail ties on the table, he's going to quickly clean it off with the mini. Some of it is pretty frozen. He did shovel most of it off, but there's a few pieces that are frozen, so he's going to break it up with the mini, clear it off, then get some rail ties. "2 p.m. we just finished with the mini and put it away before it got too cold. My dad has enough rail ties for today and tomorrow. I'll take the tubs in behind the house to the long trailer and fill them up. Got the tubs loaded. Now I'll head around to the shop and drop everything off, then park the skidoo and see what my dad's up to. While I was filling these, he was cutting up some firewood. 2:30 and I just got the skidoo put away. My dad is taking the heat gun to the one door because the chimney on the top there is making it melt and it went in behind the back. I'll walk over and show you here. It came down the eaves trough and went in behind this ceiling here, and as you can see right there, it's kind of frozen, so we opened the door, but we weren't able to get the door closed. And of course the heat gun's acting up because it's cold out here. 3 p.m. we just finished cutting up a bunch of firewood. I'm officially done in the kingdom, so I'll head inside, grab my dog treats, and go back to WHO-ville and do the weather at 5 p.m.
Okay, we're very pleased with the stove and how it's operating. Yes, we should have kept the stove in here the way it was when we first built the building. All right, but we're very pleased. Today was a cold day. We didn't really accomplish much, but the main thing is we're keeping the buildings warm for the dogs, and that is the main thing. All right, let's go check on the flags because, wow, this Saturday we might as well quit early and day drink some more. Oh, wait, we've been doing that. Okay, seeing how it's an extra cold day today, we're going to be short videos, so we'll add some videos from the past and call it good. Well, today was an uphill struggle all day. It was unreal. That's the last time I'm doing anything sober. I spent most of the day just mounting this stupid little fuel tank under the deck of the 46 Chevy truck here. How hard is it to drill some holes and weld some brackets and everything? But it was just an uphill struggle, and then we had to get the spout sticking out the top here. But we achieved it. Now I can go relax and drink some beer, and maybe I'll make some more videos to add into this, because this is pretty short at only 25 seconds. Well, that was the length of my honeymoon, I think. Okay, seeing how the gas tank video was a little short, we'll explain a bit about life in the north. When I went to Thompson on Monday, I buy what's on the shelf, not what's on my list. So they have the crappy, ugly Listerine on the shelf because nobody will buy it because it tastes like crap. So you buy something here that's got no zing to it and you mix it in so you get this one here. And then this here you can wash your mouth out and it doesn't give you a bad taste in your mouth like some tequila or the hard booze I've drank in the past. Okay, another thing we got to do is use up mustard, because the only thing you use mustard on is egg salad sandwiches to mix it in to hide the egg smell. So you mix it with Miracle Whip or mayo. Let's not get into the great debate. You mix it so it's a light gray like this, and you can put it on your your fish and stuff like that. It's a nice dipping sauce. So you change the color of gray, because I'm colorblind. So you change the color of gray to the strength that you want or whatever. I like a nice gray like that, so it's got a little bit of a zing to it. And then when you shop in the north, it's what they have on the shelf. So I needed some shoes for around the yard here, so the only size they had was this, so I bought them. That's right, that's the only thing that was on the shelf at Walmart in size 11. So they're slip-on slippery shoes, and then I just tape the toes of them because of the sparks from the welder and stuff like that. I broke both my feet, so I can't wear certain shoes and stuff. So I just buy disposable shoes. And then the next thing we got here is the Chicago fry bread. It's not Bannock because the First Nations people didn't show me how to make it. A colored lady in Chicago has a food channel or whatever on YouTube, and she showed me how to make Chicago fry bread. So we make this bread for the dogs, and then this is getting a little bit older, so it's getting to a good chew for them. They like that. So we make this bread, or this fry bread, for the dogs and the dogs only. So it's made for them to chew, and it also heats up the house. So heating up the house is one of the main things and the reason why we make the Chicago fry bread. Okay, I got my beer ready, so now I'm going to go enjoy that and talk to you guys later. Well, we lost 2 days this week because of the rain off and on, the chilly temperature, so the staff's having to work on the holiday Canada Day in Canada here, I guess you'd say. Oh, we got the flag over here. There we go. And so she's cutting her mesh or whatever for the people doors of her dog pen. So she's cutting her second sheet here. Her first sheet is over here. She got that done. Then she's going to have to learn how to weld with 6010 to get some quick welds on them. Well, between helping the staff, the only thing I did was get the fuel tank into place. Now I have to wait for her to be done with the welder, and then I can weld it into place. Now I can hook up some fuel lines, and we're getting closer to going for a test drive to Dairy Queen. All right, another view of that Canada flag there. Come on, the flag of exercise. Come on. Okay, not windy enough. Oh well. Well, the staff had a good day today. She got one people door done on the fence here. The sun's in my eyes, so I'll try and videotape this real quick. But she's coming along pretty good. Okay, the staff's got the people doors laid out on the table. She's got to finish welding it and weld the mesh on and stuff like that. That takes time. And you can see and hear that the dogs are getting excited and wanting to go for their nightly walk. Finally, 3 weeks and we got 12 tires dismounted off of these old rims and everything. Some of these tires are old. Some of them I bought in 1990 and stuff like that when I was hauling scrap with the welding truck or whatever it was. So this tire here, we had to cut it apart. My grandpa didn't have the advent of 7-inch Makita grinders with cut-off blades in them to get the tire apart. But I even tried using the loader here, pushing down with the forks, but that gave me enough space to get the cut-off blade in to cut it off. Now I'm extra tired or tuckered out from all this work, but now we can clean up the rims and get them ready to paint and then mount the new tires. Now it's time to go drink some beer and celebrate Canada Day after we worked hard. All right, talk to you later. Okay, the staff gave me a selfie stick. I had no idea she had a selfie stick. It's a little telescoping rod thing. I don't know why she had one. Okay, here I am outside. That's my Lily Tomlin mic here. Wherever it is, here it is. Okay, so that's how I speak. I don't have it on my ears or whatever because it's too hard, it doesn't work. But that's the trucks here. I'm learning this selfie stick so everything is backwards, like welding when I weld with the mirror. There's the Canadian flag. There we go. And we'll go over to see what the staff is doing. So we'll just kind of walk, I'll just turn this way I guess, and we'll walk over to see what the staff is doing. I don't know if this is working, trying to keep it organized. First time doing it, so I'll probably trip and fall here. But these are the trucks here. You can see them here. Everything's in front of the shop, and that's the welder running inside the shop. As you can see it here, I don't know if it works, but that's the Lincoln gas-powered welder. It's 24 years old, same age as the staff, and the exhaust pipe heats the shop. So it works good in the winter when the welder's running, but not so good in the summer. But it is chilly this morning. So I'll just rotate around here, and I'll go over here, and here's the staff. Okay, get this right, the Canadian flag, because it's the day after Canada Day. We all have headaches and stuff, but there's the staff there welding. I don't know if we can see it. This selfie stick works out pretty good. Oh, she did good. All right, so I better get back to work because she's getting ready to flip this panel. Okay, trying to finish up at the end of the day here. The camera's acting funny because it's trying to rain and everything, so I'm not sure what the hell's going on. I'm trying to use this selfie stick, and I don't know. But the staff's got her panels. Oh, wrong way. Panels here behind me. I don't know if we can see it, but I'll just walk backwards. So that's the people door for the dogs, or to her to get in the dog pen. And we can see some more here. I don't know, it's kind of raining, but the boss is an asshole. He's making us work. All right, I'll slowly turn around. And there's the recording studio, the house, the little green rut maker forklift, and the wing off the plane that is the wrong one we salvaged, just a minor detail. Okay, the camera seems to like the lighting better in the shop here. So helping the staff today finish up on our fence panels for her tigers or dogs or whatever. We could film that tiger show, Tiger King, because, you know, it was a good rating show, but only with ladies. But I did clean off my workbench. I don't know if we can see that. Oh, got to go backwards here. I tidied up my workbench and we got things kind of tidied in the shop. And this is the 45 Chevy and we're waiting for the glass, but we're calling it a day. We're going to go drink some beer. Oh, the camera didn't like that light, but oh well. All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
5 p.m. and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's minus 25 degrees Celsius, which is minus 13 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. It is a lot colder than this. We are still in the extreme cold warning, so let's head inside, see if the dogs want to go out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, we're done for the day. It's cold, it's crispy out here, but we didn't, how'd you say, didn't break anything. It really didn't cost us anything today. If we'd fired up the equipment, tried to do anything, we would have broke something. We would have burned a lot of fuel for nothing. Ooh, look at those wood smokes. Look at the chimneys go. All right, crystal clear and cold out here. I don't know if you can hear the creaking at my feet as I turn. All right, look at that. Hopefully the weather's going to break here because there was no sun dogs. Hopefully it warms up and then we can go out with the cats in the sleighs. And there's the moon way up there. Ooh, just like the friendly giant. All right, let's go walk the dogs, make a video, and we'll talk to you later.